We got blue NEMESIS Chevelle. Gonna talk about something a little bit different. Well, it's all related. It's all car stuff. You see my turbos. I got my new headers on there. They push my turbos a little bit further forward, and I had to cut out the area where the dual lights go. Modifications. So by eliminating that area, you can see right now, right here, there's one light and this is the second light. So I'm gonna end up eliminating the inner lights on both sides, and I'm gonna end up with two outer lights. So then I need to modify my grill. And the main reason why I'm doing this right now, because I was running the car with the turbos, testing out my new headers and everything before I went ahead and coated and exhaust wrapped and everything, make sure everything's perfect. And I'm so paranoid about these turbos being like this, and my daughter may walk by or whatever, not paying attention, and the car's running and it's spooling, and you know, just it's like a pain in the ass for me to even concentrate when I have my car running when she's out here. So I figured what I would do is go ahead and do my custom grill right now, even though it wasn't on top of my list. I was actually ordering a grill, but since I actually modified and I won't have the two lights there, that will not work anymore. So this is what we're going to talk about, is the solution I came up with. Now, I'm a real innovative dude, so right down there what you see right now is a custom grill that I'm working on, which started from this. I was about to order the material from Home Depot, and I couldn't find it in the length that I need. But if we take a look here, this is my old side exhaust. This is an old side exhaust that I had on my Corvette. And this piece was actually the heat shield that wrapped all the way around it. I didn't flatten it out now, so it's not curved anymore. But it wrapped all the way around it. And I cut it on this line, so it was a good maybe 1.5 inches, 2 inches more here. So when it curved all the way around, this is just one. So I took that one and I took the other one, and what I ended up doing was I took off the one, flattened it out so it's not curved anymore. This is just shooting from the hip right here. This is me figuring out something with what I have, because I was so paranoid about just running a car. So then I took it, I had a tack wheel, little piece on the side there, you see, to extend it. Then I cut the angle, because you see how the front has an angle, and it's actually has an angle, two angles. It has one angle that's obvious that you can see going this way. Then there's one that's going from the bottom to the top. It's out here and it's in a little bit there. So we took it and we got it here. Now you see I'm drawing it out where I'm actually cut the spots where the actual headlights are, the remaining headlights are going to be. Let's see if I can throw it up here temporarily. Let's see. All right. This is like a quick temporary deal. So then this is what we're gonna end up with, something like that, basically. But it's gonna get way better than that. I'm gonna get it mock up. So then I took my headlights. I had to modify those as well. So here is the cover, the original cover, how it was for the lights. You would have just like that right there. You had those two. I cut it and modified it because I think it would look better, since it's going to be something similar to this. All right, you're going to have the one light, and then I'll get it in place. You're going to have the grill like that and going across. Right? So this is the fabricating stages of it, and I cut it and I welded to create that angle. I had to cut the center, and then I'm gonna re-weld it on the center and go from there. Now this is just like one of the things I decided to go ahead and do, was to make this video of just showing sometimes you can create something once you get to working on it and thinking about it. Easy. My daughter right there playing with the car. But sometimes you can create something real easy just by thinking about it before you purchase the materials. To get me a roll like this, what I needed, the dimensions that I needed, since they didn't have anything in that's similar. They sell a whole bunch of cheap little freaking things on eBay, but the stuff that they sell on eBay is so cheap, and it's just not worth the money that they're asking for it. Granted, they're not asking too much for it, but it still is just so cheap. Then, if you take it, the designs and the style patterns, most of it is like a little, be like a diamond, they say, but it's like, it looks like stucco lath mesh. It's not really high quality stuff. This was stainless steel, or is stainless steel, but when I actually finish this, I'm gonna shoot the video of it, finish it, but I figured that before I actually shoot that video of and finish it, I would show you guys exactly how I went about it before you see the end product, and see that you could do all these same things if you just actually, if you have the parts and you have some knowledge, and then you can just actually just take it. I'm not gonna lose anything if this doesn't turn out, but if it turns out awesome, then I'm gonna gain everything. And that's just the way I look at it. So once I get it all mocked up and all done, I'll be back on here and show you guys the end product. All right, here we go. We're working on it. I'm just showing you in progress real quick. And first things first, don't use a grinder without a guard on it. But sometimes you need to take the guard off just to get in the tight spots. And the reason why the guard's off of that one is because I had to get in tight spots when I was doing modifications to my wheel wells. But other than that, always put the guard back on for safety. But we got it all welded up. Right now what I'm doing is going through it. I cut the angle on it, right? With this grinder, I had to cut that round angle. My ugly looking weld, I'm trying to clean it up. I'm not a professional welder by no means. I can weld pieces and hold them together, but doing a beauty weld, that ain't me. Then I take my file after I got my grind. I pretty much followed my line pretty good, pretty close. It ain't gonna be perfect trying to cut with a straight grinder like that, but it's good. It's close enough. And then I'll take my file, I trim up all these loose ends, same as I did this side over here. Use the file just to trim up the loose ends, get it pretty, no jagged edges, and pretty close to looking best as possible without going through so much time to do it. It's going to be covered by the actual light itself, so it doesn't have to be perfect. But I got it all. And on the back side, I added some more tack welds along that little bottom piece. And I'm not gonna worry about cleaning it up on the inside, cleaning up my ugly welds on the inside, because you already know it's on the inside. So we got it all pretty much ready for the next stage, which is gonna be cleaning it up, getting every little, well, filing that down, finishing that. Then I'm gonna clean the whole thing, get rid of every kind of rust. Then we already got screws in place where we're gonna put it at. We're gonna go ahead and mount it, make sure we got it right. We're gonna put our lights covers on, put everything up in place, make sure everything is right, it's fit the way I want it. Close the hood, check it. Then after we do that, then we'll go to the actual priming and painting and the finishing of this and the final installation. All right, here we go. This is our markup. Before we get to the meat of the bones, hood down. Thing is all right. Once I get the paint on it, the uniform, get rid of that joint that's in the middle there that you can obviously see. And I actually get my lights in there, do a mock-up with that. I'll be back. All right, this is it. Finished product. Hood's not closed all the way, but this is basically it. Let me see. I haven't put the lights in there, but I'm gonna have to. I get those put in. As you can see, the car needs to be redone. Got some little rust bubbles that pop through. But overall, the quick paint job held up pretty nice. I'll redo it after I get all the work done. But comment, tell me what you think. That's my custom grill that I made from free scrap pieces that I had laying around.